Have you ever wondered what it feels like to be a Renaissance artist? Picture this. You're immersed in a world of inspiration and creativity, surrounded by the vibrant beauty that bloomed richly in the heart of Italy during the 14th to 17th centuries. Think frescoes, sculptures, paintings, and architecture that leave you spellbound at every turn. This is your invitation, dear listeners, to embark on a journey that will transport you back in time, into the glorious epic of the Renaissance in Florence, the city that was at the helm of this cultural revolution. First, let us immerse ourselves deeper into the rich tapestry of history that weaves the story of the Renaissance period. This was a time of rebirth, awakening, and enlightenment, a period that marked a dramatic shift in the world as we knew it. This was a time when art, literature, and philosophy underwent a radical transformation, witnessing an upsurge of creativity and innovation that was unprecedented. At the epicenter of this cultural metamorphosis was the city of Florence, a city that stood proud and vibrant against the backdrop of the ancient world. It was here, amid the cobblestone streets and towering architecture, that this remarkable era in art history took root, blossoming into an era that would forever change the way we perceive art and beauty. The Renaissance was a monumental period that brought about a profound interest in the culture of classical antiquity after the Dark Middle Ages. This was a time when the world was on the cusp of a new beginning, when the shadows of the past were being replaced by the light of a brighter future. This cultural revival was spurred on by the influential Medici family, a clan of wealthy and powerful individuals who were great patrons of the arts. The Medicis, with their immense wealth and influence, nurtured and supported the arts, commissioning some of the most iconic works of the Renaissance era. Their patronage played a pivotal role in shaping the artistic landscape of the period, giving rise to a new generation of artists who would create masterpieces that would stand the test of time. The Renaissance was more than just an era. It was a movement that embodied the spirit of humanistic philosophy and the pursuit of knowledge. It was a time when artists, philosophers, and thinkers were not just creators, but visionaries who dared to challenge the status quo and reshape the world with their radical ideas. This cultural awakening was not confined to just the visual arts, but permeated every facet of life, creating a vibrancy and dynamism that was reflective of the human spirit at its best. From literature to science, architecture to music, every field experienced an explosion of creativity and innovation that pushed the boundaries of human potential. This exhilarating period of our history is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, a celebration of the potential within each one of us to create, inspire, and change the world. As we journey back in time, we discover not just the remarkable achievements of the past, but also the endless possibilities of the future. This cultural revival was spurred on by the influential Medici family, who were great patrons of the arts. The Renaissance was a time of great innovation and discovery. This epoch, spanning the 14th to the 17th century, represented a rebirth of Western art, literature, philosophy, politics, science, religion, and other aspects of intellectual inquiry. It was a time of groundbreaking changes that would reshape the world of art and knowledge into something that many of us would recognize today. In the realm of artistry, Renaissance artists began to pursue a more humanistic approach, shifting away from the religious focus of the Middle Ages. The human body, which had previously been depicted in a rigid, symbolic manner, was explored with an unprecedented level of detail and accuracy. Artists like Michelangelo and Da Vinci meticulously studied anatomy, obsessing over the proportionality and functionality of the human form in their creations. Their works exhibited a new level of intricacy and precision, capturing the complexities of the human body and the beauty of physical form in a manner that was simply unprecedented. In addition, Renaissance artists started to delve deeper into the exploration of nature. They meticulously observed and depicted the world around them, infusing their art with a sense of realism that had been somewhat lacking in the art of the Middle Ages. This shift towards a more realistic representation of world was a significant departure from the stylized symbolism that had previously dominated art. Another progressive technique that emerged during the Renaissance was the use of perspective. The concept of linear perspective, which involves the depiction of a three-dimensional space on a two-dimensional surface, was developed and refined during this period. Artists like Brunelleschi and Masaccio pioneered this technique, significantly enhancing the depth and dimensionality of their works. The use of perspective transformed the aesthetic of Renaissance art, giving it a sense of depth and spatial reality that was utterly new. It allowed artists to create a feeling three-dimensionality within their paintings, making their scenes appear more lifelike. This revolutionary technique provided them with the tools to manipulate the viewer's perception, creating an illusion of depth and space that was convincingly real. In essence, the Renaissance marked a period of extraordinary artistic development, championed by figures such as Da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael. Their groundbreaking techniques and stylistic innovations significantly shifted the course of Western art, paving the way for future artistic movements. This was a significant departure from the flat and stylized art of the Middle Ages. One cannot speak of Renaissance art without mentioning the masterpieces that adorn Florence. Envision, if you will, the cobblestone streets of this city, rich in history and culture, leading you to the doorsteps of art galleries that have stood the test of time, quietly beholding treasures within their hallowed halls. Florence, a city nestled within the heart of Italy, epitomizes the powerful influence of the Renaissance period, a time of rebirth and rejuvenation in art, science, and thought. This city is not just any city, it is a beacon of artistic excellence, a testament to the unrivaled creativity of human minds. Surrounded by the picturesque Tuscan landscapes, Florence is a canvas brought to life by the strokes of genius from renowned artists such as Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Raphael. Their works, transcendental and timeless, breathe life into the already vibrant city, weaving a tapestry of human emotions, philosophical beliefs, and untold stories. Take, for example, the iconic statue of David by Michelangelo. This piece of art, housed in the Galleria dell'Accademia, is not just a statue. It is an embodiment of the human spirit, a testament to the resilience and beauty of the human form. Michelangelo's David stands tall, not just as a symbol of victory over tyranny, but as an enduring reminder of man's potential for greatness. Now, let's turn our attention to the stunning frescoes in the Uffizi Gallery. These paintings are not just depictions of biblical or historical events. They are windows into the minds of the artists, offering a glimpse into their thoughts, their fears, their hopes, and their dreams. These frescoes, painted with painstaking attention to detail and a depth of understanding that transcends time, serve as a bridge between the past and the present, connecting us to the legacy of the Renaissance. In every corner of Florence, you will find reminders of the city's artistic legacy. Architects, sculptors, painters, musicians, all have left their mark on this city. Whether it's the grandeur of the cathedral, with its captivating dome designed by Brunelleschi, the enchanting beauty of the Boboli Gardens, or the simple elegance of Ponte Vecchio, each landmark tells a story, each artwork whispers a secret. And yet, despite its grandeur and magnificence, Florence remains a humble city. People go about their daily lives, walking down streets lined with art that has shaped the course of human history. They live and breathe in a city that is a living testament to the transformative power of art, a city that has etched its name in the annals of human creativity. Florence is a living museum of Renaissance art. The impact of Renaissance art cannot be overstated. This groundbreaking period in the world of artistry, dating from the 14th to the 17th century, emerged from the darkness of the Middle Ages, casting a beacon of light that has continued to illuminate the art world to this very day. What made the Renaissance such a revolutionary period was its redefined to art. Deviating from the simplistic, often impersonal stylings of the Middle Ages, the Renaissance marked a profound return to classicism. Drawing inspiration from ancient Greek and Roman aesthetics, artists began to place an increased emphasis on realistic depictions of the world around them, casting aside abstract interpretations in favor of a more tangible, relatable representation. The period was a veritable cornucopia of innovation, with artists exploring and perfecting a variety of techniques: perspective, chiaroscuro, sfumato, foreshortening. These were just a handful of the methods that artists of the era employed to breathe life into their work. The fruits of their labor are iconic pieces that not only evoke a sense of awe, but also continue to serve as sources of inspiration for artists today. Realism was not the only focus. The Renaissance also ushered in an era of introspection. Artists sought to capture human emotion in its rawest, most genuine forms. This was a marked departure from the detached, often emotionless depiction of human figures in the Middle Ages. This emotional honesty added a layer of depth and relatability that had not been seen before. The figures in their creations were no longer mere subjects, but entities with stories, feelings, and emotions. In addition to its influence on art, the Renaissance also played a pivotal role in paving the way for the Enlightenment, a period that would further fuel the flames of individual thought and reason. The Renaissance's emphasis on individualism and humanism became the cornerstones of the Enlightenment philosophy. The era championed the concept of human potential, science, and reason, often portrayed through powerful depictions in art. These legacies of the Renaissance are not just remnants of a bygone era, but are integral parts of contemporary art and thought. They continue to shape the way we perceive the world, and the way we depict it in various art forms. From the brushstrokes of a painter to the lens of a photographer, the influence of the Renaissance is deeply embedded in our artistic consciousness. The Renaissance period also laid the groundwork for the Enlightenment, a movement that championed reason, science, and individualism. Truly, the impact of Renaissance art is as profound today as it was centuries ago. As we walk through the cobbled streets of Florence, the echoes of history reverberate through our senses. Each uneven stone we tread on bears tales of time, of artists and their infinite aspirations, of powerful monarchs and their profound visions, of a city that has been and continues to be an epitome of artistic expression. The narrow alleyways, flanked by towering buildings on either side, whisper countless stories. Each corner turned unfolds another chapter of the city's saga, painting a vivid tableau in our minds. The spirit of the Renaissance artists is palpable, almost tangible in the air. You can feel it in the very brick and mortar that form this city, in the worn-out stones of the streets, in the age-old statues that stand guard. It's as if Michelangelo, Leonardo, and Botticelli never left. Their artistic genius is etched into the soul of the city, and their spirit continues to inspire generations of artists and thinkers. The grandeur of leaves us awestruck. As we gaze upon its majestic presence, we're taken back in time, to an era where such colossal structures were crafted by human hands, without the aid of modern tools. The intricate patterns, the delicate mosaics, the sheer magnitude of its structure, all testify to an era of unparalleled artistic vision and ingenuity. And then there are the statues, so incredibly lifelike they seem to breathe. Chiseled out of cold, unfeeling marble, they display an array of human emotions. The intricate details, the precision, the realism, every statue is a masterpiece, each telling its own tale of the artist's skill and the subject's life. The city is also adorned by vibrant frescoes, their colors undimmed by the passage of time. These grand murals capture the life and times of the city's denizens, each brushstroke carrying the touch of the artist, each hue reflecting the spirit of the age. The frescoes are not just art, they are slices of history, alive and vibrant, frozen in time yet still speaking to us. Every brick, every stone, every statue, every fresco in Florence testament to the city's rich artistic heritage. The city is a grand stage where art and history dance together, creating a harmonious symphony for all to partake. So, as we wander, we are not just observers, but participants in this rich tapestry of art and culture. We are part of the city, part of its stories, part of its history, part of its art. Every step we take, every sight we behold, every sound we hear, every scent we inhale, is a part of our own personal journey through this city of art and history. We are not just observing history, we are living it, breathing it, becoming a part of it. We are not just observers, but participants in this rich tapestry of art and culture. In conclusion, the Renaissance period in Florence was a time of great cultural revival. This was far more than just a mere passage of time, it was a defining epoch, a turning point in human history that bore witness to a transformative surge in intellectual and artistic activity. human curiosity and creativity found new life, with Florence at the epicenter of this cultural revolution. The Italian Renaissance, as it is known, was an incubator for artists, scientists, and scholars. The fall of Constantinople, ancient Greek texts found their way into the Western world, igniting a passion for knowledge and a deep respect for the classics. The thinkers of the time immersed themselves in these texts, deriving inspiration and a renewed outlook on education, culture, and human potential. The Renaissance, meaning rebirth, was truly a revitalization on multiple fronts. Society began to break away from the shackles of medieval thought, embracing humanism and the individual's potential. It was a time that celebrated intellect, talent, and the inherent beauty of the human spirit. Art was seen as a manifestation of this newfound awareness of human potential. Artists no longer merely replicated the physical world, but sought to capture the essence, the spirit, and the emotions. Their endeavors were not just to create aesthetic objects, but to encapsulate human experience in a way that was both authentic and profound. The architecture of Florence, too, was touched by this period of enlightenment. The iconic Duomo, or Florence Cathedral, and the Palazzo Vecchio stand as testaments to the architectural prowess and artistic vision of the age. Influenced by the classical ideals of balance, harmony, and symmetry, these structures are still admired for their grandeur and elegance. Leading figures of the period, such as Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Raphael, left their indelible mark on history. Their masterpieces like The Last Supper, Mona Lisa, and Sistine Chapel demonstrate the power of art to transcend time and resonate with audiences centuries later. Their work embodies the essence of the Renaissance, a thirst for knowledge, a deep respect for the natural world, and a celebration of human potential. As you traverse the city of Florence, you can almost feel the pulse of the Renaissance. The streets are imbued with the echoes of the past, each corner whispering tales of the great minds that once graced its pavements. The museums and galleries stand as proud custodians of this artistic heritage, showcasing the brilliance of the era. So the next time you find yourself in the heart of Florence, remember, you're walking in the footsteps of the great Renaissance artists. This journey has been a deep dive into the history and significance of Renaissance art in Florence, a city that continues to celebrate and preserve its artistic legacy. This tale is far more than a mere recounting of dates and events. It is a narrative that evokes the spirit of an era that was crucial in shaping the future. We are not merely tourists in a foreign land. We are explorers, adventurers, seeking to uncover the soul of a city that was once the heart of the world's artistic and cultural rebirth. In the 14th century, when Europe was emerging from the Dark Ages, Florence became the cradle of the Renaissance, a period of unparalleled creativity, intellectual growth, and artistic innovation. This was a time when new ideas and perspectives were not just encouraged, but celebrated. Artists, scholars, and thinkers converged on this city, drawn by the promise of freedom, the opportunity for expression, and the allure of immortality through their creations. Painters, sculptors, architects, poets, and musicians thrived in this environment. Art was no longer just about replicating reality or pleasing the church. It was about depicting the human spirit in all its complexity and grandeur. It was a time when art became a mirror of the human condition, a reflection of our hopes, dreams, fears, and passions. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Botticelli emerged during this period, creating works that continue to captivate and inspire us. The artistic innovations that emerged from this period were monumental. Linear perspective, chiaroscuro, the use of oil paints, and the emphasis on humanist subjects are just some of the contributions that have shaped the art world. Walking through the cobbled streets of Florence today, one can still feel the of the past. The stunning architecture, the breathtaking artwork displayed in museums and churches, and the spirit of creativity that permeates the air are palpable reminders of the city's illustrious past. The enduring impact of this remarkable era on the world of art is evident everywhere. This exploration has been a celebration of creativity to the human spirit and a tribute to the artists who dared to push boundaries and redefine the world of art. So let's not just observe, let's participate. Let's allow the spirit of the Renaissance to permeate our souls and inspire us to create, to innovate, to dream. Remember, art is not just about observation, it's about participation. So embrace your inner Renaissance artist and let the spirit of Florence inspire you.